everyone, my name is Polly. Thank you for joining me today for a 40-minute circuit training workout where we're going to combine both strength and cardio work. So if you can please make sure you have water nearby, space to move front, back, side to side without any tripping hazards, a mat or soft surface, and then 2 handheld weights, whether that is 2 dumbbells, 2 plates, water bottles, soup cans, whatever you have in your house will work. And if you decide to use body weight today, that's fine with me as long as you're moving. But I want to get started with a warm-up. So if you can just make sure you have clear space to start by pushing everything to the side so no one injures themselves. Rule number 1, roll those shoulders back and down. Get that tension out of those shoulders. Drop the ears and shoulders. Feel like there's more space that you can create. Give me one more. Then I want you to roll into your heels. Pop the toes up for me. Point the toes to me. Ground on the heels. Small bend in the knees. Pull that navel into the belly button. Then pull the belly button into the spine. Brace. Protect that lower back. Let's just squat up and down to start, and then we'll move from there. So, I want you to think, how are my hips and glutes? Then how are my knees, my quadriceps feeling? And then what about everything below? The hands, the calves, the ankles, and then my lower back. If my lower back's bothering me, could I engage my core a little bit more? And now could you get a little bit lower? Give me 3, 2, 1. Step that right leg out, lateral lunge. Just stay here, but feel like you shift your hips behind you, and then that knee doesn't go over that right foot. Length through that left side with a bent knee softly. Give me 2, 1. Hold. Shift. Tall to the left. Toes to me, weight in the heels. Feel those glutes, hips back down, hips back and down. Chest still proud. If it helps, start to add the arms, your heart rate will follow. 2, 1, keep the hips back. Just shift them to the right, to the left. You feel your hips and glutes open up. Small bend in that long leg every time. Take it back to the left, to the right. Left one more time. Center, and I want you to just reach down to that floor for me with a soft bend in the knee, heels down, belly button in. Feel the hamstrings up. Then all I want you to do is start to give me some oblique work, that core activation by taking the hands behind the head and just twist through one side. Bring that right knee to left elbow, and when you drop that foot, make it muscle versus momentum. So I shouldn't be able to hear your feet hit the ground. And if I really truly can, we've got a problem. Feel that hip flexor? Feel that transverse abdominis? That's that big muscle. Give me 2, 1. Just switch your sides for me. That means left knee, right elbow. Can you promise me that the fingers are visibly touching the back of your head? Can you start to warm up that glute? Light tap. Light footprint. I can't hear your feet, right? 2. 1 more. Step it wide. I want you to think. Can you go down? Then give me a lift in that right leg. Down, lift your left. And now tempo. Down, lift. Alternating my knees. So instead of running them up, walk them up. Stand tall, use your core. Lift. Lift. Can you lift it a little higher? Can you stand a little more tall? The answer is always yes. Can you look ahead in the direction you're going? Always forward. Give me 3, 2, Babies, one more. Can you get low? Get tall. Now, I want you to just hinge. Right leg. Give me that hip extension. Small hinge. I want you to flex your foot and feel your glutes. Feel like you're squeezing the cheeks that are on your face, medial glute. If it helps, to bring the hands up, squeeze and flex the foot, press it to the wall behind you. Activate that posterior chain. Give me one more right, one more left. Then I want you to go right, ham curl, drop. Left, ham curl, drop. Up, curl, lower, drop. Balance. So up, curl, drop. Extend, curl, extend, drop. Is your back flat? Is your core braced? Can you give me two more? Yes, you can. Make it one more. Reach. Curl. Drop one more here. Curl. Now, I want you to just go ahead. Extend those feet wider than your hips. Reach that right arm down. Give me that spinal rotation. Look up towards that top finger. Open up. Feel like you are opening your chest to the ceiling above you. 2 deep breaths. Stand up tall. Drop that left palm up. Up. Inhale twice deep. Then grab your first set of handheld weights that you can use for legs and shoulders. Mindful that you can always increase the weight, decrease the weight. However, no injuries. So, squat thrusters, you know them. However, they go overhead. So if overhead doesn't work, you modify. You don't press all the way down. Let the weights hang long. Just start with the squats. Ready? Let's go. This is your starting work. I want you to make those weights hang heavy, but your chest is proud. Down and up. Stand tall. Now, down, up, down, up, down, down. Pause it, press. Pause it, lower. Pause it, press. Pause low. Fully lengthen those arms for me right now. Feel that hammer curl to transition you to your shoulder press. Lengthen. Shorten. Now, can you make it more seamless? Ready? Up. Keep those hands at your shoulders. Up and down. If the shoulders are bothering you, what's your mod? Alternate those arms. Can you get lower? Or do you say, my body's not quite there right now and I need to back off? And maybe it's that mini squat, but you're still moving, so I'm still happy. 4, 2 more, 1, drop it, get low, hammer curl, low, curl. Promise me you control that muscle. It's not momentum. Curl all the way up, lengthen when you drop. Let that elbow tendon get that release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those weights together. Goblet. Step wide. I want you to think of reaching low and pulling like you're kind of starting a lawnmower. So can you get both weights in your left hand? Maybe you need to cross them. Maybe you drop one. Maybe you have no weights. So I want you to really get low. Rest your right palm, right forearm on that right leg in that lateral lunge. Toes to me. Now give me that single arm row like you're starting that lawnmower. Back, back. Elbow right by your ribs. So think of you have that push mower and you can't quite get it started. So pull it back, lengthen. Lengthen. Elbow narrow. I want you to feel like you're pumping up that back muscle. Breathe. Could you bend your right leg a little more? Really get into that glute. Compound muscle groups. Is your gaze right down in front of you? 4, 3, 2, 1. Join me center. Feet wider than hips. Hands together, both weights. Ready? Just down and up. Squat it. Let those legs flush. Let that back and shoulder relax. Just squat to what you're comfortable with the wide squat. Really feel like you're separating the floor beneath the feet. Heels down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot. Take those weights in that right arm. Get into that long lunge. Toes to me. Then really get into that frustration on the lawnmower. Ready? Maybe the leaf blower. Maybe that's more appropriate. Whatever it is. Ready? Elbow narrow. Let's go. Pull. Pull. Feel like you're pumping up the back muscles. Work. And inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Find that power. Is your belly button still pulled in? Answer is yes. And if you believe you can, you will every time. Keep it going. And if my count isn't for you, remember, your race, your pace. However, keep moving and unhappy. Breathe. Up, down. Full length at the bottom. And then elbow narrow. Let it draw past that rib. Up, length. Up, length. Like you're pulling that lawnmower, leaf blower. Think. Power. Generated through the back muscle. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen those legs out. Toes to me. We'll walk them in a little bit more narrow. Still wider than hips. Then I want those weights at your chest. Squat down. Stay down. Lengthen. Up. Down. Up. Down. So from the side, I want you to think. Your weights in your heels. You are like sitting in the lowest chair possible. Kiddie table. Up. Down. Up. It should be tough because if it's not, what do I always say? It's to challenge you, to change you. Your squat won't look like mine and mine won't look like yours. But find one that is a challenge. Can you still move your toes? The answer should be yes. Can you give me just a few more like this? Make sure your knees, lower back, aren't talking to you in an angry way. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen. Drop your weights off to the side. Get a quick sip of water because it's time for cardio. So if that makes you happy, good. If it doesn't, good. But now we have all your compound big muscles fired up. And now we're going to get the heart rate elevated. So we have levels. And if you know what levels are, then you know where we're going. We'll start with level 1, which is your easiest level. So, you know how to squat, right? I thought so, down and up. Remember, level 1 is where you go if you're ever like, Colleen's crazy, and I don't want to go with her. You just get back where we are right now. Can you get your shoulders out of your ears? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now down, up. I want you to think small squat jump. Catch yourself. Instead of thinking of height, think of landing and low. Think of long, creepy squat jumps versus reaching for your ceiling right now. You're almost there. Use the arms to propel you like up and then stop yourself and land. Deceleration. 4, 3, 1 more. Stand up. Now, I want you to remember how that felt. Hands across your chest. Down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Lift. Like pump up the brakes. Let them go. Let them go. Bend every time you land. Do you show your glutes? I'm not the only one, right? You think so? 4, 2, 1 more. Nerd squat. Let this feel like kind of good. Your glutes should kind of be sore. Get that lactic acid in there, but break through it. Comfort zone, say bye to it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now knee, knee. 4. You know where this is going, right? 1. Run it, knee. 4, knee. High knees, half tempo. Breathe. 2, 1, run it out. Take your knees up to your chest. Belly button tight. Run at your pace. So if your pace is walking, you're almost there. Is your heart rate up? You have 5, 3, 2, 1. Get a sip of water. Back to strength. Now, I want you to remember to keep your feet moving. Cardio burst. Level 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It should be progressively harder. You should notice the change. So grab both of your weights. This is your active recovery, don't worry. All I need you to do is give the palms to knee, shoulders out of the ears. Give me a traditional bicep curl. Start just right arm, then left, then right, then left. Promise me the weight's not so big that you start to hoist the hips like this. If that happens, either decrease the weight or bend at the knees a little bit more. And promise me you're still fully lengthening at the bottom. And you have neutral wrists, like they're just an extension of the arm. You have 3. 1 more, right and left. Now, together, up. 3, 2, 1. 1 count up, down. 3, 2, 1. 1 count up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3 to the bottom. Up. 1, 3, 2, 1. Bottom up. Now, single time. Both arms up, down. Think of how this feels. Think of how your body's starting to grab that breath, grab that heart rate back down to a more manageable pace. 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders out. Now, I want you to think, continue. Take those shoulders down. Take those weights, palms in to your sides. Just give me side raise up. Side raise up. Promise me, no higher than shoulder height. Soft bend at the elbow. If it's too much, what do? You're two-sided, right? So isolate left and right. And then maybe you bend your elbows a little bit more and you turn it into a little bit more of a bent arm lateral raise. And you slow it on the way down. Muscle. Versus momentum, always. Are you breathing? 2. One more, hold it up. Palms up. Curl and length. If it's too much, what do? You drop your levers, make them not so high. But if you can, you're up here. Promise me there's no pain in the joints because we don't want injury, we want strength. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Hammer curl. Think length. Length. Think of taking your thumbs to your shoulders. Soften up the knees. Now, you've had your active recovery. Intend that in this big muscle group. So give me that right leg forward. Get into your lunge stance. Long lunge. Railroad tracks versus tight ropes. So widen your stance now. Lunge, curl. Curl. Curl, bend both knees. Promise me you can still see your big toe. In the front, if you can't, change your stance. 3, 2, 1. Let the arms hang. Keep that lunge for me. Promise me if you're like this, you widen your stance, you plant that front foot, heel to big toe. Down and up. Feel the legs. Now, I want you to think. Up, up, down, down. You did this, but you did a squat with it. How's it different in the lunge? How's it feel? When you're overhead, are you slightly in front of the face? Is your belly button still pulled in? Breathe. Good, me too. 1. Step it in. Give me that opposite side. Arms will change. Now, to me, down and up first. Establish the footprint. All toes forward. Both knees bend. If you're wobbly, railroad tracks versus tightrope. Remember, form first. If you compromise your form, you compromise the practice. Then let those arms hang long. Palms to the back of the room. Start with front raise at the top. Front raise at the top, like you're giving me a knuckle. Fist bump to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now can you hold your arms up and just go up and down the legs without being balanced or off? 3, 2, 1. Now drop the arms but keep the legs. Reset your balance, down and up. Now I'm going to turn. Watch my arms. Down and up, but press back and back. Back. Feel your triceps like you're pressing to the wall behind you. Back, back. Feel the back of the arm. Shoulders out of the ears. Down. Give me 3, 2, 1. Drop your weights. I'll find your mat. Sip of water if you need it because it's cardio time. So, mat, soft surface, whatever you have, grab it. I need you to make sure your heart rate is low enough that when you come down to a lower position, you don't see stars, you don't see the Milky Way, you don't see Big Dipper, you don't faint. Take a deep breath in. Promise me you're okay. Then, I want you to come down on your back. Find your shoulders and head supported on your mat or soft surface. Separate the feet wider into a bridge. And then I want you to just lift up, squeeze your glutes, lower down, up, start here, up and down. Promise me your chin is not tucked into your chest and you could still fit your fist in between your chin and that collarbone. If you can't, I need you to lift it up a little bit. Promise me you can still swallow. And then pop your toes up. Promise me the weight's in the heels of your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Lift, squeeze. Now hold it up and just lift, lift. Press those hips to the ceiling. Lift. Belly button into spine. Make sure this entire core is contracted through and through. Press, press, press. Do you feel your glutes, your hamstrings, and probably your calf muscles too? 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Arms. Drop them overhead. Again. Now next time you drop overhead, press up higher. Lower just a little and up. Arms overhead, hips up. Back to neutral. Arms overhead, up. One more time. Arms overhead, hips up. Drop the hips for a second. I want you to just hug your knees into your chest. Get that lower back release. Swivel a little bit. Feel your hips and glutes. Ankle circles. Then go ahead and just see if there's any more length in that lower back. Feet up, point. Then come down. Feet on the floor. And I want you to promise me that your belly button is pulled in tight. Your lower back is connected to your mat. Then I need you to get your hands behind your head in a soft position that doesn't crane the head forward. And I want you to lengthen the feet. Tabletop position. Bicycle. Stick for 2. Stick for 2. Then switch, stick for 2. 2. Stick for 2. Stick for 2. Now singles. Promise me you're not pressing your head into your chest. Breathe each time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet, roll to your side and come back up to a seated position. Keep your mat. We have one more thing to do for core. Then we're going to finish up class. However, I want you to promise me your mat is at a position that your hands can meet it. Come to a standing position that you don't get lightheaded at. And then all I need you to do is promise me you have space behind you where you're not going to kick your wall. It's not a burpee, so don't run away, don't run out of the room. Then I want you to think about shoulders back and down. Look at the mat in front of you. Hinge at the hips like a deadlift. Reach for your mat. Walk out into your inchworm. Find your full plank, which is not this, because lower back, ouch, right? It's not this, but it's your strong plank where I couldn't lift your legs up. Your back is flat, and then I want you to cross your knees, and then walk yourself up to standing. Roll up, and do it again. Full plank first, then cross, cross. Up. Again. Why do we do this? How many times do you actually stand up and sit down or have to get up off the floor from doing something? Pretty often, and we want to be able to continue to do it throughout our lives. Functional fitness, not Colleen mean, not Colleen rudeness, none of it. Functional fitness. Promise. Cross, cross, up. Are you smiling? Is your jaw relaxed? Up tall. Down to the ground again. Can you give me 2 more of your best, or what feels like 2 more? Last one, best one. Now, mat off to the side. Grab your double weights. Take a deep breath. Home stretch. I need you to get yourself in that deadlift position. That means shoulders back and down. Wiggle them out. One weight in each hand, or you can add weight if you need to. So if you have dumbbells, maybe it's pairs. And then feet are as wide as your hips. Hips are engaged. That means glutes are contracted. Shoulders are down and back. Chest is proud. Deadlift for me. Take your time. Get right below the knees. Flat back like there's a tray of drinks on that back. Then stand up and give me an upright row. Elbows wide, left and right. Drop it. Deadlift again. Upright. Wide row. Deadlift. Wide row. Keep the dumbbells close to you. The soup cans. Your imaginary cocktails that you're lifting. Really close to your body through your deadlift. And your upright row. From the side, I want you to think that they almost skim you. If you're here, I want you to flatten out that back. Feel all the posterior chain work. When you stand up, stand tall. Out to the sides. Down. Up. Can you give me 2 more? Or it feels like 2 more of your best. Heels are planted, knees are softly bent. 1 more crew. Wide row. Drop those weights. Get a sip of water. Get in your feel good end of class. I can do this mood. You have 1 more set of work. Now is where I need you to get mentally tough for me. So, cardio segment to end, then all we need to do is stretch. Here, you're going to see different things, so make sure you have room to move front, back, side to side, kind of on some diagonals, so make sure you have a clear area. Then, I need you to get head strong. That means mind, body, connect it. So what I want you to do is first start by giving me lateral bounds. What that means is side to side. So side to side. And if that means for you, side to side, move however you need to. But we need to work the side of the body, just not front and back, and just not squatting and lunging. So let's go. Get low, get creepy. And when you land in the full foot. That means heel to big toe. Outside, inside of your foot. You have a whole foot. Find it landing. Then can you pick your knee up and make it an athletic lateral bound? And if you're in that mood where you're like, Colleen, stop, we don't care. Good, because you do care. Get more functionally fit. Because when it's icy outside, this is the kind of stuff that helps you not slip. You can catch yourself. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Stick it. Drop that foot, roll the shoulders. Now, I want you to think. Get to that left corner of your room. I need you to draw me a big A for awesome. So, hop up, hop back, hop up, hop back, or up, back, up, back. So think, to me, to the back, to me, to the back, to me, to the right corner, and then if it's just a low tap, guess what guys, it's not easier. Your glutes and hips will be on fire. So think of stepping back into that transverse plane and breathing. And if you're in that double hop, I need you to bend your knees. It doesn't have to be big moves. All it needs to be is purposeful movement. Can you give me 5 seconds? 5 seconds, it's really fast. Think about it like a microwave timer. 2, 1. Deep breath. If you need a sip of water, you have 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders. Now, I want you to think, get back a little bit, and I want you to think, could you hopscotch to me? So if you don't have an ability, that means nothing. In, out, in. Now I'm really close to you, and you probably can't see my full head. And if that makes you happy, that's good. However, now I need you to go back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stick it. Then think about how up felt. And now your trial is up. So think 2, single, double, single, double. Think of hopscotch on the playground. Now I can't see you, so if you think you look silly, who cares? Because you can all see me. And then just keep moving up and back. Single, double, alternate the foot you hit in. Make it a ham curl. Take it up and back. Are you still breathing? Can you bring it up to me one more time and take it back? You can. Take it back. 3, 2, 1. Stop, but keep the feet moving. Unless you want to keep hopscotching your little hearts out, please. By all means, do so. Get a sip of water. Small sips. We're going to stretch. And I'm going to send you on your way. But I need your feet to just step touch to the side. And clasp the hands. Flip the palms to me. And take a deep breath in. And then I want you to just reverse that grip. Behind your back, round the shoulders back and down. Deep breath. Could you tilt the chin to the ceiling just a little bit? Feel the front of the body get a little bit more stretch from that slight tilt. Deep breath, crew. Then, all I want you to do is assess the breath. Make sure you feel okay. Mentally, physically, cardiovascularly. Step that left foot behind the right and just give me an overhead side bend. Get that ITB. Deep breath. Soft gaze up at that top hand. Reverse, switch sides, look up with that top hand, small side bend. Drop that, then go into that figure 4. If you need to grab something for balance, please do that. But cross over and sit back. Deep breath. If you could relax anything from the forehead to the jaw, I need you to do that and then give me those ankle circles. Switch your sides. Find that stable foot. Sink back and down. Ankle circles. Drop those shoulders from the ears. Come up to standing. And all I want you to do is open those feet wider than your hips. Sink over to that right hip. Soft bend in the left knee. And just press those hips back and down. Open up that inner thigh. Stay low, but press the hips back and around. See if you can feel that stretch a little bit differently. Make sure your heels are still grounded. Then press the hips back and down. And just swivel the hips right and left. Open them up. Keep breathing. Give me 2 more. Take it right, left, right, left. Then I want you to do everyone's favorite mobility squat. So think, feet externally rotated slightly. Start to slowly settle down. Find that squat that allows that chest to come upright. Heels are down. And then take the elbows right outside. Open up your hips. Plant your glutes into the floor. And I want you to find your squat. So if you're here, that's fine. If you need to lean up against the wall, that's fine. But use your elbows to open the hips a little bit. Promise me your heels are planted. And while you're here, I want you to deep breath into that belly. Give me 2. 1, hands to the floor if you can. Straighten up through that back body. Deep breath in, big arm sweep overhead. Press those hands to the ceiling. Drop them down. Roll those shoulders twice for me. Relax that jaw. Shake that head out, yes or no. Thank you all very much for showing up today and continuing to show up not only for me, but for yourself. I know times are crazy, however, holding yourself accountable is not only good for your own physical health, but also your mental health. So I congratulate each and every one of you for staying accountable over all of this time. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you again real soon. Stay well, keep moving, and remember to hydrate after class.